I believe my screen is visible to all of you, correct? So today is the first session, especially into our data engineering. And in this session, we are going to discuss what is data engineering. Session 1, data engineering. What is the agenda of the session? And, introduction. What is data engineering? What is data analytics? What is data science? And can say who are all, or we can say what are the roles and responsibility of a data engineer. And sixth, we are going to see what are the tools and technology data engineer should must learn, should have. Said this, will move towards, if the time will permit, then I will move towards the what is big data, which big data, challenges involved in big data, and basic terminology big data. These are all the topics we are going to cover, and apart from this, market. Job market and what are the different area can get a, or what are the different kind of designation, or what are the different kind of uh, scenario in which you can able to apply for a job. Okay. So a part of introduction, I am just asking you a very simple questions. What do you mean by data? Which data? What is data? Data is basically, it is a collection of facts and figures, we are saying, right? Collection of facts and figure. That means the facts or figures related to might be any HR informations or any accounting information or related to any financial information about the information related to student. So alternately we can say also data is nothing but the nothing but the collection details about an object. This is more technical term. Data is nothing but the collection details about an object, which ultimately are basically deals with those kind of facts and figures which are useful to the end user and which allow us to develop our business or grow our business and give some insight so that we can optimize our business. Any organization, any enterprise, small scale organization to medium scale organizations or any big organization. Finally, they requires data. So when the term comes data, then definitely data engineers also comes in mind. What is data engineers? What is data engineering? What is data analytics? Who are the data engineer? Who are the data analyst? Who are the data science? And what is the importance of data science? What is the importance of data analytics? What is the importance of data engineering? All these things we are going to cover today. So basically, data engineering. Data engineering refers to a process or practices, a set of practices we can say. Set of practices which can design and build one system. At this point, I am not sure how much you are able to understand what is the design and what is the build, what is the systems. But when we'll go ahead with this particular concept, slowly you can able to understand what do you mean by design, what do you mean by build, and what is system, and how system is utilized, and how engineers are associated with this particular design and build a particular system. So, as I've told you, data engineering is a process, refers to a process or set of practices by which we can design and build a one system. What is the purpose of designing and building one system? Because the purpose of designing and building system is to store, just collect, store, and analyze huge volume of data. What is data engineering? Data engineering is a set of practices or process by which we can able to design or develop one system or build one system, and basically that system is allow us to collect, store, and analyze huge volume of data. That is nothing but the data engineering. Okay. So, what is the roles of a data engineers? Then definitely the roles and responsibility of a data engineer is to collect the data from different sources, store in a particular storage media in a particular format, then develop the analysis skill, analyze those data, huge volume of data. These are all the role and responsibility comes whenever this term you are going to see here: collect, store, and analyze huge volume of data. So what happen in any organization, whether you are speaking about any financial institution or bank or any organization we are speaking about, they are collecting huge amount of data. So what they are basically do with that kind of data? They, they used this data set in order to extract the valuable informations or insight out of the data and use for their organizational growth. They use for prediction of the future growth, take the right decision at right time, and to take the to handle their organizational structures. There are a number of factors by which they can, any organization, they can able to do their engineerings with the data and draw the important conclusion about the in various field, in various aspect. And that's why data play a major role. And that's why data engineering come into place, data analytics come into place, data science come into place. Okay. So data engineering nothing but the process or set of practices which can, by which we can design and build one system and which help us to collect the data, store the data and analyze huge volume of data. So what happened? The data engineers are involved to collect, store and analyze data in a reliable format. Are responsible collecting, storing and analyzing huge volume of data into a reliable format, reliable data sets, which are basically in a usable state when they are going to send or hand over a data analyst and data scientist. So majority of the responsibility of the data engineer is to deliver the data in such a format or in such a manner that the data should be usable or directly used by the data analyst and data scientist. So what happened? They are basically data engineer are basically collect, manage and convert the raw data into a usable information so that data scientist and data analyst can use those data or interpret those data. That means the ultimate goal is to make the data accessible for the organization that can be evaluated, can be interpreted, that can be used to predict and also optimize the performance of an organization. Okay. So what is the responsibility of a data engineer? Data engineer are basically responsible for collecting, storing and analyzing huge volume data. The data might be in any kind of format. So basically any raw format. They are going to manage all this kind of data and hand over to the data scientist and data analyst so that it will be helpful for the organizational growth, optimize the performance of the organization, and evaluate and bring the or draw the important conclusions, derive the important outcomes from the data. So all these things are there. What is data engineering? You are clear, right? Next, data analyst, analytics. What is data analytics? Basically, data analytics, it is a science, we can say, or it is a science of analyzing the raw data in order to draw important conclusions out of the data they have or out of the data. So data it analytics also we can say it is a collection, transformation and organizations of the data in such a structure that one layman can when he can see a processed form of data, he can get some idea or get some idea about the organizational structure. Data analytics, they are going data scientist, data analyst team. They are going to prepare some kind of chart, pie chart, or any tabular format based upon the data they are received. So, what is data analytics? It is a science. Okay, for analyzing data and draw the important conclusions out of the graph. Okay, and basically what happened? The data analytics, you can also say, data analytics, which nothing but the section, then transformation and uh, organization of data. So that we can draw the important conclusion about the organizational of the organization. Okay. Then there are different types of data analytics. One is you might heard descriptive analysis, analytics, diagnostic analytics, then predictive analytics, analytics, then prospective analytics. analytics. Okay. A different kind of data analytics. But we are not dealing with this concept. What is descriptive analytics? What is diagnostic analytics? What is predictive? What is prospective? But in a single word, we can say what is descriptive analytics? It tells us what happened. What is diagnostic analysis? It tells us where something has happened. Predictive analytics, it tells us what is likely to happen. In future. In future or upcoming days. Okay. Prescriptive analytics, it tells us how to do or how to act on the current situation. Okay. These are all what is data analytics. What is data engineering? What is data analytics? Right. Next, what is data science? So, data science, we have heard since from the last 4 or 5 years about the data science, and data is the new oil. What we have heard so far, right? So, data science is the data science refers to extracting knowledge out of data. Or we can say, or we can say, extracting meaningful insight. Yes. In a single statement, what is data engineering? Data engineering is a practice or process which allows to develop or design and build a system. Basically, what is the purpose of designing that particular system? To collect, store, and analyze the huge volume of data. What is data analytics? Data analytics is the science which basically allow us to analyze raw data and draw important conclusions out of the data. Correct. Then data science, we are going to extract the knowledge out of the data, which allows us to extract the knowledge out of the data. Means data scientists are responsible for the train the models. There are different algorithms are there. They're implementing those algorithms. They're going to train one model. They're going to train the business. So this is the important aspect in data engineering, data analytics, and data science. So we can say also basically it is it is a it is that part of learning. Sorry, it is that part of discipline which basically collaborate or combine. Okay, combine or combine sets of principles and practices. including practices. Practices. So a data scientist must have the knowledge on data scientist must possess knowledge on mathematics, statistic, statistics, then artificial intelligence, and so on. Okay. So, what is the importance of data science then? So, we can say, we can conclude data science is nothing but that science, that part of discipline in our science basically combine or collaborate all the principles or practices, or we can say methods, tools, and technology to generate a meaningful data. That means basically combine various tools and methods and technology to generate some meaningful data. Some generate valuable insights out of and provide helps in international growth. So, what is data engineering? What is data science? What is data analytics? We have already seen. These are the three things. So, we are not going to learn here data science. We are not going to learn here data analytics, but we are going to learn data engineering. Data engineers are capable to handle the data analytics as well. Because data analytics, they possess knowledge only in SQL and Unix, Python or R, and some visualization table tool like Tableau or Power BI or ClickView and so on, and having more or less domain knowledge. But data scientists are domain expertise. They must possess the domain knowledge along with different knowledge on data science in tool and technology. Data engineering is the backbone of these two. Keep in mind. Without data engineering, these people are valueless. Okay, because the system will be developed by the data engineers. Data will be collected by the data engineers. Data will be ingested by the data engineers. The data will be processed by the data engineers. Do the transformation on top of data by the data engineers, and then finally hand over to the data analytics team. More technical stuff involved in data engineering as compared to data analytics. Data science also possesses up to some extent the technical the needs to have the technical uh, knowledge on Python, R, or Spark, PySpark, but moreover they must learn the Python and Tableau, machine learning. These are the three things they must possess minimum. But complete data scientist. They must possess the end to end of the knowledge. Data engineering, data analytics. A data engineer can also get a job in data analytics field. Data analytics never ever become a data engineer. Keep in mind. Once you complete this particular course in data engineering, you are eligible